You are watching WBS TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Goldies. As you know, we have a guest for you to do the selection as we get to know them and chat along the way. I'm truly humbled and honored to have a very special guest, a gentleman that I have not seen in a very long time. The last time I saw him was in the UK. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right here, right now, is the super multi-talented musician from the group, the Twins, and now the Ganda boys, Denis, Mugaga. And look at, man, things have really turned out for you. Always looking, top notch, top notch.
No, there's nothing to do.
We go from Adidas to Gucci.
Get out.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Let's first talk about, your journey briefly here. And of course, you guys have changed your name to what it is right now. Mm-hmm. Talk about, first of all, the way you guys have evolved. You look changed. You are all grown up. You look mature. How does it feel for you to be, here today?
No, it feels great to be here today. It feels great to be the Ganda boys for starters, and it feels great to be grown. It's really great to be where we are today. It's great to look at things the way they are, just like we were chatting earlier. The issue is, it either makes you or it breaks you. And I'm happy to say that I'm on my feet and I'm still sane. I've not been carried away by the events. Mm-hmm. I'm still in control.
It's so challenging. So many people have come out and gone, and the fact that you guys are still here and still doing what you love, like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, I relate it to living, living a life. If you're going to live a life, you're going to live till when you can't live no more. Mm-hmm. It's only if you're not sure whether you should live or not, that you'll probably not live as long as you should have. Mm-hmm. Definitely with God's blessings. Right. But if you make an effort in living, then you will see tomorrow. That's being cautious and loving life. Mm-hmm. So it's the same thing we do with music. If you really love music and it's your life, it's your way of thinking, and it's what you appreciate, then you live it. Right. And probably that's what helps us see another day.
Was this your idea to come up together?
It's something that started in high school, and this guy had great character in him, and I saw a lot of ambition in him. As we grew up, definitely, and I realized that teaming up with this guy, with the aggression he has, with the admiration I had for his drive and his ambitions, I really saw a lot of myself in him and what he wanted to drive towards. And I'm like, you know what? Do it. We didn't actually need to discuss it because we were a group of many. But at the end of the day, we kind of, clicked. Whenever we had to do something, I didn't have to explain,
right. Let's fast forward to the time you guys went to the UK. Who's so blessed enough to go with, there's the person that they really relate so much to, and then you meet in the UK, and then, all these things happen. What
it is it's destiny. I was actually meant to go to the UK way before he did, but for some reason I did not travel, and he wasn't planning to travel anytime really soon, because despite the fact that he's my twin, he was a couple of classes below me, so he's a bit slow. And, my brother, don't kill me, but it's the reality, right?
So he's slow, eh?
I know.
You're the smart guy.
No, I'm not saying I'm smart.
Okay.
When it came to class, he lagged up a little bit, Yeah. Don't kill me for that.
Wow.
You hated maths, right? If you watch it. Actually, what he did is he loved music, and he took it as priority. I wish I did the same. I could have probably broken the world. But destiny. I traveled and he traveled, and then we were in Papa's house in London, and before you knew it, we were still carrying on with the journey. So we only broke off for about 6 months, between us, between getting back there. But then we had just actually concluded a song that Uganda didn't recognize. That was the soundtrack of the Kabaka's wedding.
Oh, okay.
And many people didn't know, but then we were called the D&D. So this issue of rebranding has always been there, because it was Denis and Dan, the D&D, back in the day, and we played that track, and it was the soundtrack, and we were invited to play, and we thought we could take it further, and we took it further to the UK, and tried attacking the UK music scene. We were we were novices. We didn't know what we were doing with the Ugandan background. And we thought, we had something we had started back home. Why don't we focus on that and see what can come out? But because we could do it, we did it. And We were in the UK and they told us you guys are big down there. We were like, are we really?
This video came out, and the time that the video came out, I was in the UK.
Yeah.
And we were like, what? You know, it was so scary that you guys could actually do such a song and release it out. And I think that's the reason it got viral. Like everyone was
What was scary about this
you
song?
tell me.
Well, I don't know.
It was so Americanized, like all the skimpy girls, you know, have flashy cars and you guys bling bling everywhere. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Whose idea was that? And what was the experience like?
No, we all bring different aspects to the table, and if you look at our characters, they vary a great deal, and you can just about work out who actually does what when you see us going for it. So when it comes to the American style, my brother is inclined to that, and he has done a lot of research in regards to the American input. And yeah, I mean, it's art. When you're doing art, you get different colors to paint and come up with a beautiful picture, right? And I guess that's what we did. We used various colors, and yeah, that's what we came up with.
Were you blown away to the fact that this video got so viral and everyone was watching it and going like, wow?
You know, Charles, if you... I don't think we were blown away. And it's like someone being amazed about Charles walking. Because it was so natural. It happened to us. We did not... It wasn't pre-planned. Our target was not to hit Uganda and amaze Uganda. But we did what we loved to do.
Okay.
That was the basis of doing this.
And after that, videos came pouring in, one after the other.
Yeah.
That was Ndeko, then you had Nafunyo Mwana, they all kept coming in, more bling bling, more girls in the videos, more cars, and like, what?
I think as we went along, we kind of lost the plot because we were carried off our feet. If we had stayed virgin and kept to doing us as we and what we love to do and how we love to do it without listening to opinions, we would have kept that going. And I always sit down and say, if we carried on with the way we went, we would have been on the side of the Two Faces of today, the Dibanjis of today, because we were in London when they all started, and we were at the same pace, and we were connected to some Nigerian channel called Ben TV. And but we got a bit corrupted, and Uganda started growing on us, and then we started getting a lot of information from this side, and then this is how you should do it, this is how we do it, and it kind of, as time went by, it kind of lost the natural drive that it initially had.
Right.
But even then, our destiny was not there. Our destiny was the Fela Kutis of yesterday, was the Yusunduas.
Let's keep the show moving. This song, Nafunyo Mwana, there's something about that song that really captures your attention, and it has that melody that goes with it, and the video, my goodness. Are we supposed to play some twins in here? Can we?
You know what? It's the golden oldies, right?
Yeah,
those days were golden, right?
Right.
I mean, let's go for it.
Classic music coming in from the twins. Joining us today right now, Denis Mugaga doing the selection of the music as we get to chat. That song, and another one also that really takes me away, is the one that you guys did with William Mugaga and Gerard Chiwewa. you guys got these two gentlemen who do Kadonkamo, and then you pimp them up, and they're all, you know, with girls and they're going all this. Talk about this, William Mugaga and Gerard Chiwewa.
This was towards the end of our days as the twins, and we were struggling to identify who we are and find ourselves on the world market. Now, identifying with the world market. Now, Charles, you will never find yourself out there in the world. I'm not talking about Uganda, Kampala. Now I'm talking about taking your platform on the world music scene, unless you knew who you were and what you are bringing onto the world scene. You're not going to come onto the world scene as a Mariah Carey wannabe, as a Beyonce wannabe, as a Rihanna wannabe, and make it. These people are being them. They're not trying to be like Mugaga. They're not trying to sing Kadongo Kamu.
Right.
Now we fail to identify with who we are, and that is why we're suffocated when it comes to putting talent out on the global scene. Mm-hmm. Now, at that point, after speaking to various people in the music business, we quickly wanted to relate to the people that were we, you know. Kadongo Kamo is we. That is what we bring onto the world scene that nobody else can do.
Right.
I mean, R. Kelly can't do Mukaga's runs,
Never
however
right.
much you want.
Right.
No, the timing is tricky there.
Right.
You get it. So, as soon as we saw Mugaga and the runs and everything, but we had the twins element, we said, let's do a fusion of who we are as the real and how can we interpret this in the modern day.
Talk a bit about the moments when you are in studio recording such a song.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, what goes on in there?
It was crazy. First of all, these guys are very humble, and they have a lot of knowledge, you know, and they're so real, you know, and the moments you share with them, you're learning, right? You're seeing how they're using this equipment that is terribly modern, how they are relating to all these things around them, and it was such a great. We went to a 5-star hotel right by the river banks, and we got in models, as in Class A models, to chill with Willie and Chiwewa. And these guys had probably not
Never seen such people.
I wouldn't say that, but that type of people, right? And they were excited. You'd see, you know, the excitement, and at this point, probably Willie thought it was time to swag up a little bit, you know, to be young, and you know, he was pulling it through, and before you knew it, Willie was saying, "Yo, what time is it?" I mean, he wanted to say a word to this lady, and I was like,
wow.
"Yeah!"
You really pimped them up.
We tried. It was a fusion of, you know.
You are watching WBS TV.